What is up, guys? It's me, your new pal McFlurry here, and yes, I'm bringing you the first video of the Day 3 E3 recap videos of the press conferences slash showcases, whatever you want to call them. I'm sorry that the Bethesda one came out today. I tried getting that up last night, but it just wasn't going up, and the audio had actually messed up, so I had to record it several different times because each time after I had gotten done with it, it kept messing up, so I had to keep doing it again. That, and I was playing Fallout Shelter for most of the night, so I kind of procrastinated it at the same time. But real quick, I'm going to let you know what the last three main press conferences are that will be streamed and what time they start in Central Time. There are two more today. Ubisoft at 3 p.m. Central, which is literally right now of me making this in 50 minutes. So, like, I had to rush through making this Square Enix video, but that's okay because I'm kind of glad with what Square Enix did at the same time. They kind of just helped me out. And then at 8 p.m. tonight, Central Time, is PlayStation slash Sony. Then tomorrow at 11 a.m. is Nintendo. Now, I may not be able to watch Nintendo's live because I may sleep in. So I'll try to watch like a thing of it just so that you guys know what happened to Nintendo's. Or if you guys even want to see Nintendo's. If you guys don't even want to see Nintendo's, then I won't make Nintendo. But anyways, let's get right into Square Enix. I just want to real quick say, Square Enix's their showcase press conference was only 30 minutes long, maybe 20 minutes at that. The reason why it was so short is because they were just showing game trailers. They weren't really talking about the games so much. They talked about like three of the mini games that they showed off. The first game they showed they did talk about, but nobody came on stage. They were projected onto the screen. And the first game that they had mentioned was Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Now, all these games that they had shown, they're upcoming titles for 2018 and 2019. Only some of these games I was able to get the release date, so of course I will be saying the release date on the ones that I did, but if I couldn't get the release date on them, then I will not be putting the release date, of course. So the first game, like I had said, was Shadow of the Tomb Raider. It comes out September 14th of this year. So this is really interesting. It honestly does not look that bad. It honestly looks like another Uncharted. People were saying it looks like an Uncharted but shittier. In my opinion, this looks like an Uncharted that's actually good. Like, I mean, Uncharted is good. This looks like an Uncharted, like, not copycat or clone, just something that's like it that is also as good. Then they talked about Final Fantasy XIV, so 14 online, and they mentioned something about how it's mashing up with Monster Hunter, and then they talked about some Stormblood for it, which I'm assuming is DLC. I don't know, not really that big fan of the Final Fantasies, although I've played some. Just the online one, no. I will say this, they talked nothing about Final Fantasy VII. They talked nothing about Final Fantasy, but the Final Fantasy 14 online. So, like, I don't know if you guys were expecting any Final Fantasy. I saw a lot of people commenting, Final Fantasy VII. Where's Final Fantasy VII? So, you know. And then they came out and they talked about the awesome adventures of Captain Spirits, which they talked about yesterday at Xbox's press conference, and nobody really liked. They talked on the screen once again. Nobody came on stage. This was all on the screen. Nothing was on stage. It was just all on a screen. So I'm assuming people were sitting there in their chairs looking up at a fucking like projector screen thing, and they were just showing game trailers. That was it. But they talked about the Captain Spirits and how it comes out June 26th of this year, and it's for free. 100% for free. But then they mentioned how this sets up for Season 2. And when I first heard this, I was thinking, okay, so a Season 2 for the Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirits. No, I believe they meant Season 2 of the Life is Strange game that they had made. So there's a Season 2 being made of that, I'm assuming. Then they came out with a game that honestly looked a lot like fucking Dragon Ball. The characters looked exactly like they were animated for Dragon Ball Z games. But it's called Dragon Quest XI Echoes of an Elusive Age. And that comes out September 4th, 2018. Then they showed a trailer for Babylon's Fall, and that comes out in 2019. And it honestly does not look that bad. Then they showed some Nier Automata, and that comes out June 26th of this year, but only for Xbox and I think also Steam. Basically, they had said coming out for Microsoft stores. So I'm assuming Xbox and then the Microsoft store on some HP computers, but I'm not for sure. Then they showed Octopath Traveler, which looked a little bit similar to Fire Emblem, and that is coming out July 13th of this year for the Nintendo Switch. Then, of course, they had 3 more games right after that. They showed Just Cause 4, and that comes out December 4th, 2018. And it honestly looks amazing. I'm kind of excited for it. They were talking about how this is one of the biggest worlds that they have made yet, and that it's more interactive in the sense of natural disasters. So you have tornadoes, lightning, and blizzards and deadly sandstorms that can happen that are a challenge for you, but they also allow for sandbox gameplay to be fun. Then they showed a thing for The Quiet Man, and it's basically about a deaf guy that you play as. Then they basically said more to come in August, so more information on that to come in August. And it said for PlayStation, and it said when it showed more to come in August, it said PS4 and Steam. So this looks like a PS4 exclusivity. I'm assuming we'll see a little bit more of this at Sony's press conference later today. And then finally they showed Kingdom Hearts 3 again, and that comes out January 29th, 2019. So that was basically all of Square Enix's games that they had talked about, their upcoming titles. They just showed the trailers. That was about it. So, yeah, guys. That's about it for this video. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you want to see more of these recap videos and live streams of Fortnite, H1Z1, Call of Duty, Battlefield, whatever. Yeah, we only got 3 more of these left. For sure 2 more. And then just another one possibly. But let me say the schedule one more time. Ubisoft is at 3 p.m. Central today, and that is in about 42-ish minutes. PlayStation/Sony is tonight at 8 p.m. Central, and tomorrow at 11 a.m. in the morning Central Time is Nintendo. And that will wrap up the E3 recap videos for us after Nintendo, probably. But I will say this, I will make one final recap video after Nintendo's, just a whole recap of everything that was said, like the main things. So, for example, out of Bethesda's Fallout and Elder Scrolls, and out of Xbox's, some main things that came out of there. So I'll just pick main key point ones that I knew a lot of people freaked out over and was excited about. So you can for sure expect in that final recap conclusion video of E3, you can for sure expect to hear something about Just Cause 4, Fallout 76, Halo, Call of Duty, all that, So yeah, guys, I'm going to go and get ready for the Ubisoft press conference. I'm going to real quick put this into the editing software and then have it start uploading and hop in the shower. So until then, guys, leave a like, subscribe, and don't forget to keep it ratchet.